It's just so crazy. I'm just so happy, if you couldn't tell. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Sydney if you're new here, and if you're not new here then hey, welcome back. So in today's video I'm going to be talking about my intentions for 2021, goals for 2021, things that I want to be working on, as well as a huge announcement. So stay tuned to the very end to hear the huge announcement because you're not going to want to miss it. But to start out, I kind of wanted to just give a little recap on 2020. So I'm not really one to dwell on the past, but I do want to look back and just acknowledge that last year was hard for everyone in many different ways, but I feel like I as a person grew a lot and I was able to learn a lot about myself, particularly a lot about goal setting and how it's not really my thing. To kind of preface all of this, I read a book back in June of 2020 and it was called To Hell with the Hustle, and I will link it down below. It's a very good book. I would highly recommend. I do not read, but I loved it. Like, a big theme of the book was that when you want to make a change in your life, goal setting and like putting numbers and deadlines is not always the best way to do it, and how to really feel like you're successful and to feel like you're making important, like impactful changes in your life, you should focus on who you're becoming, and a lot of that is about intentions. So the difference between like a goal and an intention, a goal has a deadline, a goal ends, a goal has like a success date necessarily, whereas an intention is focused on where you're going and how you're gonna get there, but like the process of becoming. So a little quick like comparison, a goal would be, I'm going to go to the gym 3 days a week and I wanna be there for an hour until I lose this amount of pounds. Whereas an intention would be more like, I want to be a healthier person who focuses more on their health. So you can see in the difference just in the wording of it is how if you don't complete that goal or meet that goal by that deadline or by that weight, or if you don't go to the gym 1 day a week, you're gonna feel like you're falling off and you're gonna feel like a failure, and I know that that's not a good feeling. Whereas with an intention, and each day that you're going to the gym or each day that you make a good meal, you're feeling like you're getting closer to the person that you want to be. And so for this video I kind of wanted to talk about my intentions for the new year, and then of course talk about how my big announcement at the end kind of plays into all of that. So enough introducing, let's just get right into it. So I came up with 4 intentions for 2021 and all of these things fall under it. Just a quick little shout out here to my friend Julia. I will link her channel down below. Her channel is called Julia Elizabeth and she's the sweetest friend ever. We always encourage each other. But I watched her newest video of when she was setting her goals, and one of the things that she said was like, you know, I set a goal for like waking up at 7 every morning, but I realized that I need sleep, and so focusing on that is more important, and making sure that I have an adequate amount of sleep is more important than setting a goal and reaching that target. So be sure to go check out her channel. This is where I got the inspiration for this video and how I was going to introduce my big announcement. So check out her video. So starting off with my 4 intentions for the new year, my first one is I will prioritize my health. The second one is I will lean into who I was created to be. The third one is I will intentionally do more of what makes me happy. And number 4 is I will stop waiting for the future and start creating it. So all of these things were common themes of the goals that I wanted to work on, not only in 2021, but just on my life going forward. But obviously a new year is a great time to start these things. So without further ado, let's get right into the goals that I listed underneath all of the intentions of how I'm going to work towards making those changes in my life. Starting with, I will prioritize my health. So some of the steps that I'm going to take, this sounds simple and silly, but I'm gonna start by drinking water before coffee every morning. So I find that when I wake up, I am addicted to caffeine, and so I have a headache every single day. And I'm like, oh, I'm gonna run straight to the coffee pot that my mom made earlier in the day, and I'm gonna just drink it, and I'm gonna feel better. But then oftentimes I find myself feeling groggy, and I think it's because I'm dehydrated. So I've started doing this actually, and it has helped. I don't get as bad of headaches in the morning anymore, and I'm able to kind of like enjoy my coffee more rather than depending on it, if that makes sense. The second goal is to have some sort of movement every day. So when I am moving my body, whether it be taking a walk or going on a run or swimming in the summer, riding my bike, doing a live stream on Instagram. Any of that always makes me feel better than before. I never regret a workout. And so just getting my body moving every day, like my friend Julia said, even if it's for 10 to 15 minutes, even if it's just a little routine that you find on Instagram, moving my body every day is giving myself time for me and make myself feel good, not work out to look better. I want to work out because I know that it makes me feel good. The next thing that I want to do for my health is to cook more at home and learn to cook more at home. So I'm not necessarily a good cook. I like looking at recipes and having ideas for recipes. I just never execute them. And so I want to cook more in the new year and kind of learn how to make my own meals and learn how to make healthy things, because obviously that is better than any processed or like eating out type of food. And then my last one for prioritizing my health is to recognize when I need rest. So I feel like before 2020, I was on like autopilot. Like I was hustling 24/7. It's kind of the main reason why I read the To Hell with the Hustle book, was because I was like, Cindy, you need to calm down. I don't know how to do it. And so I need to, part of my health is like recognizing that I can't do it all and that I need rest days. Some days I can't just wake up and run straight to the computer. So one of my goals too is just to not run straight to my laptop as soon as I wake up, to kind of have time of reflection, which I'll talk about in the next goal. Intention number 2 for the new year is to lean into who I was created to be. So the first part of that is just spending more time in my relationship with God, whether it be praying, reading my Bible, journaling, really leaning into who He created me to be. And part of that is to have a strong relationship with Him, to kind of see where He's leading me, how He wants me to use these gifts and these talents that He's given me. And so I will admit in 2020, I really fell off with my relationship with God. It's not that I didn't believe or that I doubted Him. It's just that it seemed like a lot was happening and it was very overwhelming to even open my Bible. And I'm kind of ashamed to say that, but not even ashamed, because like no one's perfect, but obviously He welcomes us back with open arms. And so really leaning into that, you know, I was reading my Bible every single day, praying every single day, journaling every single day for the first like 2 months of 2020. And it was great. And my faith was honestly the strongest it's ever been. And now I don't feel that. And so I want to get back to that, because that really does tell me who I'm created to be, because I was created to be like Christ. And so spending more time with Him will help me with that. The next thing that I want to do is to create something every single week. So whether it be a fun Instagram post, a blog post, a podcast, a little story series, a YouTube video, a craft, like I'm a very creative person, and I realize that that's a gift that I've been given by God. Like that's something that I'm blessed with. And so I need to be using that. And I feel like I never take enough time to create. Like I always feel like, oh, it needs to be perfect before I do something, but that's not how it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be that you're supposed to use this gift that you're given and really make the most of it. So that's what I'm going to be doing in 2020. So be looking for lots more content. Kind of going along with that, I want to create more raw and authentic content, because I know that's kind of what sets me apart from other like creators and just people in general. Like my mom has always said, Sydney, you are like wise beyond your years or something like that. Like I just have this insight on life that I like to share with people. And so by creating more raw and authentic content, not necessarily things that have to be like perfect, but like I want to use this voice and this platform that I've been given and that I'm so blessed with to help other people. And so that's my goal, and to kind of lean into that this new year. And then the last thing for leaning into who I was created to be was to take one rest day a week. We were not created to work 24/7. And so by taking one day to be like, Sydney, you're not answering emails, you're not working on client work, you're not, you know, doing schoolwork or studying or trying to get ahead, like take this day to rest is gonna be so amazing in the new year. And it's something that I seriously need someone to hold me accountable for, because if it were up to me, I would be working 24/7, because I love working and I love getting things done. And so the third intention that we're going to be talking about today is I will intentionally do more of what makes me happy. So I feel like everyone does things that make them happy, but by doing that intentionally, it kind of is just like self-care in itself. So one thing that I put under that umbrella of the intention is to do more self-care. So whether that be when I wake up and I'm feeling a little bit off, instead of running to my computer and doing schoolwork right away, maybe taking some time for myself, going to get a nice coffee or going for a walk, just doing things that I know will make me feel better and not as burnt out. So going along with that, I want to stay in contact with friends, like stay connected with friends. So this past semester, my friend Grace and my friend Ethan, we would always do FaceTime calls, and it was so nice and refreshing, because even though we always know that each other are there, I leave the call feeling so much better and so happy because I'm surrounding myself with people that I love, and that's just something that always makes me happy, is meeting new people, surrounding myself with new people, all of that. Another thing that kind of goes along with that is to plan fun nights with friends. So I wouldn't say that I'm antisocial, like I go out and hang out with my friends sometimes and we'll like hang and just chill, whatever, but I love planning things to do with my friends. So whether it be like planning to go hiking or planning to go shopping, or like planning for my friends to come over to watch The Bachelor. Like that is what makes me so happy because it gives me something to look forward to. And so that is something I'm going to try to do this year. And then the last thing that kind of falls under that category is to cook with my mom. So this goes into the cooking idea that I talked about earlier. I'm a terrible cook. I don't know what I'm doing. I kind of have these moments where I'm like, wow, I'm gonna have my own family in my own house someday and I don't even know how to cook. And so not only will this make me happy because it will help me in the future, but also I love spending time with my mom, and like she's normally at work all day, and so when she comes home, like she starts cooking, and so being able to spend that quality time with her will really make me happy, and it will make her happy because she knows that she's helping me in the future. So that is one of my intentions for the new year. Okay, so now moving on to the last intention, number 4, which is I will stop waiting for the future and start creating it. So this is probably a very common thing, but I found myself being like, oh, Sydney, you can do this when you graduate, you're gonna start your career and start working. Or when you have this amount of money, you can buy this or you can do this. Or when you're this old, you can go to this place. But like, if 2020 taught me anything, it was to not wait. Like, life is too short, life is too precious. These moments that we have right now, we will never get back, and I've been feeling that like in my soul recently, and so I really want to take advantage of that this year. So the first thing that I want to do is to start my retirement fund. So this sounds like super old lady-ish and like really, I don't even know, like not me, but my dad has been nagging me to start my retirement fund because it will help me in the future. It's creating a future life that I will have after I retire, and especially if I want to be self-employed, which is like my ultimate dream, is to be self-employed. I will need that retirement because my dad is self-employed and he's like, Sydney, you need to set it up. So that is one of my goals to help me in the future, like now, is to start my retirement fund and start contributing to that and getting into the habit of that. The next thing is to sign on some more social media clients. So I currently have one full-time client. I work with a few others here and there, like touch and go, but my goal is to sign on more because I guess I have always had this mindset that like, oh, Sydney, you have to graduate first and then you can start your business. But like, people are trusting me with their social media now because, I mean, I'm a 21-year-old who uses social media all the time. I'm gonna know more than your typical like older adult does. And so I need to just like realize that I'm in the place right now that I can do it. And if I start now, maybe by the time I graduate, I won't have to get a 9-to-5 job, which is what I want to avoid. So starting my dreams early is something that I'm able to do because of the field that I'm in. And now it is finally time for the big announcement. So part of stop waiting for the future and start doing it now is that in 2021 on January 1st, I launched my very first and my very own clothing brand. This is so crazy, like it's so weird to even say that, but I launched my own clothing brand. It is called Lightheart Co. Everything will be linked in the description down below, but I am over the moon, like happy about this, excited, and I'm so excited to bring this to you guys. So a little backstory on Lightheart Co. Back in September, there was a local print shop, which I'm actually wearing their stuff right now, that contacted me on Instagram, and they were like, hey Sydney, if we give you a shirt, like, would you post about it on Instagram? And I'm like, yeah, sure, of course, like, yeah. And then they were like, wait, I didn't realize you had this kind of following. And so I'm like, yeah, like I've been doing YouTube for a while, and it's what I love to do, it's what I'm going to school for. And they were like, what if like you had your own clothing, like brand, line, you know, whatever. And I was like, oh, that'd be funny, that'd be cool. And then I like never thought anything about it. But then the more I thought about it and I talked to some people close to me, they're like, Sydney, like take this opportunity because it's so cool. And so I started talking to them more, and we developed Lightheart Co. And so a little background on the name. I wanted something with blissful originally because my blog is blissfullysydney.com, but the name Blissful is very popular. So then Eli, who is my designer, he was like, Sydney, what if you did Lightheart? Because it sounds cool. It's not so girly, so like guys can wear this stuff too. And it kind of means the same thing. So I I was like, okay, that sounds cool. And like the more that I think about it, like I absolutely love the name. It literally embodies like everything that I talk about on social media. So that kind of leads me to this, like, this is not merch. This is not in any way something that I want you to be like, oh, this is Sydney. Like, it's not gonna have my name on it. It's not gonna have my face on it. Like, it's mine, but like, it's more about what I want to portray on social media and the person that I want to be. And so I love inspiring other people. I love creating for other people. And I love, kind of just lightening the mood. So it just all goes together so well. So everything from Lightheart Co is made locally here in my small town. The print shop that I'm working with has been so amazing and cooperative and inspiring, and just, I love it. It just makes me so proud to be from a small town and to be able to do something like this. So when you're supporting me in Lightheart Co, you are also supporting my friends at Open House Print Shop, which then supports my small community. You're not supporting the huge internet giants like Teespring or like one of the big, huge online giants. Like, it's all local, and every single piece will be inspected and packaged and shipped from me, not someone else. Like, it will all be from me, and I just love that I have such a hands-on experience to offer you guys and to kind of give you guys something, because this is like my 6th year creating content on YouTube, and I've never come out with something that's for you guys besides videos. And so I'm really excited about it. But like I said, we have launched 2 things. So the first thing right here, these are our t-shirts. They are printed on comfort color tees, and it has a little Lightheart logo on the front, and then on the back it has a little Lightheart logo on the neckline. I just love it because it's different. It's not your classic tee. As you can see, like, it's a marbled effect, which means all the designs will be completely different because they're marbled differently. But the colors are so cool. I'm absolutely in love with them, and I'm so excited to be offering those to you guys because they're high quality. They're not just like a Gildan t-shirt, and they just mean a lot to me. And then the second item, which is over here, this is actually a last minute thing. This is our crew neck. It's not on Comfort Colors. It's from Independent Trading Co, but it is a sand crew neck, and it is so cute. I absolutely love this scale design on the back. I think it's very like gender neutral. Like, I know a lot of boys that are ordering this design. I will have more boy designs in the future, but right now I just wanted to, my audience is generally girls, so I wanted to cater to them. But the way this whole company will work is we will have pre-sales for everything, and then once the pre-sale is over, we will start making your items. I will ship them out to you. So it's not like you'll receive it in 5 to 6 days. It's probably like more like a week or 2 after you order, because we are not starting on them until all the orders are complete. This not only helps keep my prices low, but it also helps keep your prices low because I'm not having to buy in bulk, and you know that what you're getting will be in stock. So it's just a really cool system that we have set up, and also it makes everything exclusive. So if you get these shirts today, they will never be available after these 2 weeks. Maybe if we bring them back if they're really popular, but like, this is a limited edition kind of thing. It's so cool. I'm so proud of it. This is my baby and something that I'm really gonna work on in 2021. But I just wanted to thank you guys so much for making this all possible and for giving me the confidence to do something like this. Never did I think little small town Sydney would ever have this kind of impact on people's lives, and to be able to produce something like this. And it's really just, I don't know, I feel like if I'm gonna do it, I wanted to do it the right way. And so it's so cool that I'm able to support small businesses in my community, and that you are doing the same, and that you're receiving something that was made here in my small little town. It's just like a little piece of me that I can give to you guys. So be sure to follow Lightheart Co on Instagram, and to check out our website that I have linked down below. I'm going to be getting a new website. This is just set up under their web store, but eventually I'll have my new website, so I'll update this if that is true. But if you are watching this after January 14th, we will have more items available right after it. I'm thinking of hats in the future. That would be so fun. But thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I would like for you to comment down below your intentions for 2021, not goals, your intentions. And I would also like you to let me know if you order something from Lightheart Co, because it would truly mean the whole entire world to me. And it's just so cool to see that people from here watch me, like people from all over watch me. It's just so crazy. I'm just so happy, if you couldn't tell. But thank you guys so much for watching today's video, and for checking out Lightheart Co and supporting me in everything that I do. And I just want you to know that 2021 is going to be a good year, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.